All right, good morning. Welcome to the first BallerinaCon here in San Francisco, and we're streaming online as well. I'm Tyler Jewell, CEO of WSO2, and I will be your host for the day. We just started the conference with a video about the San Francisco Ballet. We showed the video because dance and ballet has so many synergies between the language that we've designed and the arts and dance. We have a lot more to say about the San Francisco Ballet and the work that they're doing and that we're going to do with them a little bit later today, and we're excited about that. Today, these things, there we go. Today is an opportunity to learn, to network, to get education, to figure out how to contribute if that's what you're interested in. We have a number of presentations. It's a very full day. We are going to mix in these presentations with a number of breaks. There's going to be plenty of ample time to get education about the language itself at an overview level or in a number of different segments of the language and the direction that it's going. We also have presentations from outside contributors. I was checking this morning. There's more than 20 outside contributors, apart from WSO2, that have started to contribute into the language. Some of them are here today to also speak about the areas that they're working on. After Paul's session, the first session this morning, I'm going to come back on stage and talk a little bit more about the work that we're doing with the San Francisco Ballet. And then after that, we're going to have the language's chief designer, Sanjeeva, come on stage and talk about the design principles and overall direction that the language is going. At the end of the day, we're going to have pizza and beers and a networking event for all of us that are here. We have hundreds of people online with us as well, and all the sessions are being recorded and will be available online, hopefully by the end of the week as well. The language has been in development for roughly 3 years. It started with a small group of passionate individuals, and as the concepts of the language started to take shape, the team has grown, and there's now more than 80 contributors and committers to the project overall. That's pretty exciting. Earlier this year, in May, we made a 0.97 release, which we deemed acceptable for production grade. It is supported. It's available to be running in production environments. And there are large companies who are running it and successful with it. We're working towards a 1.0 release, which is really an indication of language lock and backwards compatibility, and we hope to get to that point by the end of this year. This morning, we made a 0.980 release, which introduces some new language features. We discovered a couple of minor issues in that release, and we're rapidly working to put together a patch. And so if you're looking to do demos and sequences live with us, wait approximately 2 hours and get the 0.980.1 release. I was asked by our dev team if I could kindly offer that. So anytime within the first couple sessions, we'll get to that point. Now, if you have questions, 2 ways to get your questions answered today. First, for long-term questions, please consider posting them on Stack Overflow, so that the entire community can get the benefit of those. And an engineer at some point in time will be able to respond and give you a direct answer. There's also a live chat forum on Slack. However, for our individual presenters today, if you have questions about an individual session, we're going to ask that you post to the Twitter feed what your question is, and I'll keep a track of all the questions through the person's session. And then as that person wraps up their session, if we have some time, 5 to 10 minutes, we'll attempt to do a Q&A on stage with those questions, or get you direct responses on the Twitter feed itself. So Ballerina Lang is the Twitter feed. And with that, let's get started for the day. Our first session is with WSO2's CTO, Paul Fremantle. He's going to come up and give us an overview and an introduction to the language itself. Welcome, Paul.